Okay, good. Got it. All right, you guys, thank you all so much for being here. This is Thursday afternoon. It gets the 28th and January. We're going to go ahead and do a little afternoon yoga. So let's find our favorite place to sit and kind of do a little fidget, make sure that everything feels comfortable, feels yummy, feels good. There we go, good. All right, so as we did yesterday morning, we're going to allow today just to be about the breath. We're going to go ahead and break down our diaphragmatic breath, first from the low belly, then from the rib cage, and then just put them all together. But this is mostly about you just connecting in with what feels good. I'm gonna steal Carolyn's thunder here, but we were texting the other day, and she mentioned that she said that she's been really working on stretching the intercostal muscles in the rib cage, and she said that they are finding that when the intercostals get really tight, it can, if you get sick, it can be a precursor to pneumonia. So all this practice that we've been doing in terms of like really expanding our breath up into the rib cage and really feeling that lift through the front, expansion through the sides, and then also pushing the rib cage out to the back, especially this time of year, y'all, it's really important to exercise those intercostal muscles. So what happens is that as you inhale, the intercostal muscles contract. So it's like you actually, to get a full contraction, you want to push them as close together as possible, right? You really want to fill those lungs and that rib cage. And then when you exhale, then everything can relax and soften and open back up. So it's the same principle as any other muscle. Its muscles are meant to contract. So when you really focus on that breath, it's focusing on that contraction so that then they can fully relax and soften and extend. So thank you very much to Carolyn for bringing that information in. I thought that was really good information. Okay, there we go. Let's go ahead and start. So let your palms come to rest face up. Let your eyes gently close. So grateful, you guys. Thank you for being here. And just take a few cycles of breath, allowing your body to kind of find its own way into where you are right now. And as you allow your body to breathe you, feel the movement of your body. How does your body move when you are not consciously focused on your breath? So right now, you are simply in the space of being an observer, taking a moment to notice. Please make sure that you stay neutral. There's no judgment. So this is just staying in the space of perception. And just observe how your body moves. Take a moment to observe and notice, how does the air feel as it moves in through the nostrils? Take a moment to observe how it feels as you exhale and it comes back out. Take a moment to observe if your body just wants to find just a little shimmy shape, just making sure that everything is waking up. And just take a moment to observe if your body needs to move. And if it does need to move, please allow yourself to fidget and find that best spot, knowing that after about a minute, you might need a new best spot, and that's completely okay. So as we talked about at the beginning of class, we're going to go ahead and begin and allow our focus to be on that low belly breath, so that as you inhale, just feel that low belly expand and extend out. Notice how that fills the back, the low back as well. And then as you exhale, feel that low belly gently draw in and up. And notice how that also shifts the low back. So again, long, slow, deep inhale through the nose and into the low belly, feeling the expansion and the opening. And then as you exhale, feel that low belly gently draw up and in. Finding that connection in towards the back. And then one more time, slow, deep, steady inhale, feeling the expansion and the opening. And then as you exhale, feel that low belly gently drop in and up. Once again, finding that support through the lower abdominals and then also into the low back. And then from here, shifting your awareness into the rib cage so that as you inhale, you feel the front of the rib cage lift, the lungs expand, the lungs and the rib cage expand side to side, and then also feel the expansion into the back all the way up in between the scapulas, in between your shoulder blades. And then exhale, feel everything relax, coming back to center. And again, slow, steady inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Now, with the next 4 cycles of breath, I want you to put the two parts together. The low belly and all the way up into the rib cage. You're going to do this with your cycle of breath. Begin with the low belly, fill up into the rib cage. At the end of the 4th cycle of breath, please place your hands to your heart so that way I know that we're ready to move to the next part. So slow, deep, steady inhale through the nose.
Tricia,
Yes.
I'm going to mute myself.
All right, let's do 2 more full cycles of breath, combining low belly and rib cage, and then we'll bring our hands to our heart. So when you're ready. And as you finish with your last breath, gently bringing your hands to your heart, we're going to bring in some vibration, bring in some frequency. We'll begin by singing the sound of ah, then move to the sound of o, then to the sound of mm. On your 4th breath, please set your intent for your practice today, making this an I am statement for what you most desire or need. So when you're ready, slow, strong inhale, just as we've been practicing. very gently, very slowly. When you're ready, release your hands. Deep full inhale, deep full exhale. Gently allow the corners of your mouth to lift, eyes to softly open. Thank you, guys. Okay, so here we go. We're going to go ahead and wander into our arms. Oh, just take a moment and make some shoulder movements. There we go. Let the palms come face out. Take a moment and feel those inner edges of the shoulder blades squeeze, opening. Oh, nice contraction through the back, let that relax. And twinkling your right fingertips, gently bring the arms up and over. We're going to go ahead. If your body says yes, you can bring your hands into eagle arms. Otherwise, wrap your hands over your shoulders. As you're here, take a moment before we begin. And what I invite you to do is draw the fronts of the shoulders just a little bit closer together. So you are going to pull those arms just a little bit tighter. And notice that as you do that, how does it feel? Down the neck, across the top of the shoulders, and then finally in between the shoulder blades. Gently allow that to relax and unwind. Roll those shoulders again. Float those arms out. And again, take those inner edges of the shoulder blades and gently squeeze. Twinkle those right fingertips, and when you're ready, exhale. Drop that right arm underneath your lap, and again, twist back in. Okay, now this time what I want you to do is gently, starting with that right ear, gently draw that right ear towards that right shoulder. And just take a moment to notice how this feels along the left side of the neck. Breathe. And then as long as your body says yes, I want you to take both hands and gently draw both hands a little bit over towards the left. So the head is moving to the right. The arms are moving ever so slightly to the left. And just pay very close attention to the sensations that are running through the neck, through the shoulder, and possibly up into the base of the head. Bring the arms up, bring the head up, and release the arms. Let them roll. Okay. Float those arms out. This time, go ahead, gently make cactus arms. Exhale. Draw those arms together. Notice how it feels to draw elbows all the way up to the palms together. Release that again. Take once more again and twinkle those right fingertips. Wrap them underneath the left arm, coming back into eagle arms. Beautiful, good. All right, this time as you exhale, gently allow that left ear to move towards the left shoulder. Take a moment to observe how this feels. You're still using that full diaphragmatic breath that we started with. And then very gently, very ever so slightly, move those arms just a little bit more over to the right. And breathe. So the head now is to the left, and the arms are ever so gently over to the right. And then gently release the arms, release the head, release the shoulders. Okay, and we're going to make some bigger movements today. So starting with the right arm, this is the one that's going to come down. I want you to take the left arm, take deep inhale, sweep up, over, planting with the right arm gently, open into that left side. Breathe. Breathe deeply into that left lung, left rib cage. Nicely done, beautiful. Inhale, and as you sweep that left arm up, bring it all the way down. following that right arm, bring it up and over. And now same thing on this side. Really breathe into that right side. Feel it open. Breathe. Very nicely done. And inhale. Sweep yourself up. Let the shoulders roll. Good. Both directions. Float those arms out. This time I want you to twinkle those left fingertips. And exhale, sweep the left arms underneath the right. Oh, there we go. Breathe. And again, just as we did on the other side, I invite you to start by taking the top portion of the arms and really squeezing them together. Notice again how this feels through the neck. Do you feel it through the jaw? Can you feel it at the base of the head? Does it move down into the shoulder? And gently unwind. Release. Float the arms out. Take those inner edges of the shoulder blades and gently squeeze them together. Yum. Twinkle those left fingers, and when you're ready, exhale. Sweep up. Hands go into eagle arms. Breathe. Slow, steady breath. And again, we're going to go ahead and begin by bringing the head over to the right. Notice how that feels on this side. If your body says yes, gently, ever so slightly, tip the arms a little bit to the left, moving in opposite directions. Breathe. Gently release the arms, gently release the head, unwind. Woo. Roll those shoulders as you draw them back out. And again, squeeze through the inner edges of the shoulder blades. And release. This time, let's go ahead and move into cactus arms. Gently draw those arms together, elbows to palms. See if you start noticing a difference as it become a little bit easier. Release that. Put those arms back out. Twinkle those left fingertips. And when you're ready, exhale. Left arm sweeps underneath the right. Breathe. Notice how it feels on this side. This time I want you to gently roll your head over to the left, left ear to left shoulder. And very gently, very slightly, bring those arms just a little bit over to the right. So one more time, moving in opposite directions. Beautiful, ladies. That looks fabulous. Make sure that you're still breathing. Please don't hold your breath. If you're holding your breath, you're trying to do too much. And then gently release the arms, release the head, unwind the shoulders, and big movements all the way through the shoulder blades. And then I want you to open your jaw. Go ahead and take your fingers up right by where the earlobe meets the jaw and gently open your mouth wide. Really stretch. Beautiful. Let's do that one more time. Gently open wide. Stretching everything all the way to the base of the tongue. Okay, here we go. And again, the big sweep movement, we're going to do it again. This time we're going to start on the left side. So gently bring that left arm down, sweep that right arm up and over. Once again, breathing into that light right rib cage, that right lung. Sorry, little too much time spent reading today. My brain's not quite back to my verbal skills. Gently, slowly, and I mean it when I say slowly, you're going to very gently, slowly turn your torso so that you are seeing the ground. As long as your body says yes, you can continue to extend through these right fingertips. They do not need to touch the floor. Just find the extension through the back. You might feel this as far down as the right hip, into the right pelvis. And then from here, you're going to inhale, Sweep yourself open first, then all the way up. And landing on the other side. Inhale, bring that left arm all the way up and over, breathing into the left side. Beautiful. Awesome, ladies. Slow, steady breath. Breathing deeply into the left lung, breathing deeply into the left rib cage. And now, gently, slowly rotate down so that your gaze is towards the floor. Feel that left arm extend. Again, it does not need to touch. All we're looking for is that extension. Breathe. And then gently open yourself back up. Sweep that left arm all the way up. And let's just do a little shake. Whew. Okay, good. All right, we're going to come into tabletop. So those of you that have slightly cranky knees, make sure that you've got lots of padding underneath them. Okay, so here we are. Into tabletop. Okay, we're going to do just a couple rounds of cow and then cat. But before we do that, bringing your knees actually together, making sure that they really are in a position where it is comfortable, that you have enough padding underneath them. What I want you to do is just very gently sway your hips over to the left. And you're going to do this only as far as is comfortable, so that you can very gently begin to move into some of these tighter bits. And if your body says this is too much extension through the palms, just gently come into the fist, that's fine. Breathe, gently come up. And when you're ready, gently exhale, draw yourself over to the right. Let the hips sink. Find that really yummy place. Good, very nice. Inhale, bring yourself up. Okay, gently, let's go ahead, open through the knees, and let's go run through a couple of cycles of cow and cat. So I really want you to place the emphasis on the length of your breath. I tend to talk long, so don't try to match your breath to my talk. When you're ready, I want you to take a deep inhale, and I want you to feel those hips open. But what I want you to really focus on is the opening through your abdominals. So really feel the stretch in through the tummy. All the way potentially up into the rib cage. And then when you're ready, gently drop those hips, so moving with your breath. Feel that shift. Just as we did when we were doing the beginning of Eagle Arms, I want you to take a moment as you're opening in through your thoracic spine, and I want you to use those upper arms and gently feel them pull towards each other. Chin is moving up and into the chest so that we are getting that full stretch. And then gently release, come back to neutral. Starting with that left leg, I want you to kick that left leg out. I want you to squeeze the toes. See if you can curl them around the feet. Do a gentle ankle roll. You need to shift your body weight over onto that right knee. That is, of course, okay. And then gently bend into the knee. And I want you to bring that leg out to the outside. You can come up onto the fingertips of that left foot, but I want you to bring the knee up to the side. There you go, beautiful. And then exhale, kick it back and roll the hips back down. And then again, I want you to roll open through that left hip Bend into the knee, bring it forward. Beautiful. And then gently lengthen, roll the hips back down. Oh. Then back into the knee. Take a moment, come down onto your forearms. And we're gonna do, this is our core moment right here, y'all. So you're gonna leave the tops of the feet on the mat. And when you're ready, take a slow, steady inhale and just lift the knees up 1 inch. Breathe. Feel the engagement through the center of the body. Feel the engagement through the thighs. 1 more cycle of breath, and then gently, slowly let it release. From here, come back up onto the hands, and let's do another cycle of cat and cow. So again, working with your breath, slow, steady inhale, feel the hips come up, feel that belly lengthen and open. It's the top of the arch. So it's going to have a little bit more lengthening to do. So really focus on how that feels to find that opening. And gently, slowly now, release that. Working with your exhale as your body tells you. Dropping into the hips. Feeling those inner edges of the shoulders, really working on drawing towards each other. Tucking that chin high up and into the chest. Really feeling all the expansion as you draw the front of your body closer to each other. And then exhale, release that. Lengthen into the right leg. Take a moment, squeeze the toes. And then gently roll the ankle in each direction. From here, I want you to bend into that knee, open into that right hip. You can come up onto the right finger pads. Draw that knee towards that shoulder. Beautiful. Extend back, drop the hip. And again, when you're ready, exhale. Draw that knee in, breathe. Body weight is shifted over onto the left side. And extend. Beautiful, gently drop down. 1 more time. Come down onto the forearms. This time, if you want to play a little bit, rather than meeting the palms, if your body says yes, turn your palms so that they face up. Tops of feet stay resting on the mat. When you're ready, slow, steady inhale. Gentle squeeze through the glutes, lift the knees 1 inch. Breathe. Using the core. One more cycle of breath right here. And then just gently, slowly release. Now, depending on what your knee flexion is telling you, you can either stay upright so that your knees and hips stay in a vertical line, and you can simply open your arms and do a gentle puppy pose. Or if your body says yes, you can work your hips back towards your heels, allowing your big toes to overlap, and gently take extended child's pose. Slow, steady inhale. Slow, steady exhale. And now from here, what I want us to do is we're going to go ahead and move into a gentle twisted child's pose. You guys, it's really important. I was speaking to someone recently who actually, they did the posture for too long. They were watching a video and they weren't listening to their body. So you've got to promise me that you're going to listen to your bodies. If it's too much for your shoulder, please don't. You really make sure that you bring yourself out. You're going to start with your left hand, turn the palm up, and I want you to slide it underneath and gently work your way down. so that eventually your shoulder is going to rest on the mat and the left side of your head is also going to rest on the mat. So we've got a couple of options. You can leave it here. If you want to create a little bit more of a twist, you can take this right hand and ever so slightly press down to deepen the twist a little bit more. You guys, this is only if you are completely comfortable and you know that your body has this range of motion. If that's too much, then you can leave your right arm extended forward, or you can bring it and sweep it behind you and allow it to cross your low back. Now we're going to just take 3 cycles of breath right there. And then gently, very gently, release that right arm, extend it back forward, slide that left arm out. Come back into either your extended child's pose or your puppy pose, because you can do the twisted pose. You can either make it a twisted puppy or a twisted child's pose. So once you've reconnected into your system, you're going to go ahead and take that right hand, palm facing up, and you're going to slide it underneath. Allow, as long as your body says yes, to come onto the shoulder and onto the right side of your face. Again, just as we did on the other side, if this is where your body says I'm comfortable and this is 100%, you're going to stay here. If your body says yes and can do more, you can place that left hand down and ever so slightly twist in just a little bit deeper. Remember that you are always working with your body. This is not what I'm doing. It's not what anyone else is doing. This is what your body needs. Breathe. And then gently, slowly release that. You can either come back into arm extension, or you can sweep your hand behind and breathe here. Slow, steady inhale. Slow, steady exhale. Very gently, very slowly, you're going to unwind that left arm, lengthen it back out, very gently, bring that right arm out, and one last time, take yourself either into extended puppy or extended child's pose. Please do what feels best. When you're ready, slide your hands so that they are just in front of your knees. I want you to press yourself up and come up onto the knees, making sure that you're taking care so that you are not overextending too much. Okay, for this next piece, I want everybody to use some kind of bolster, blanket, or cushion. And you may need to build yourself up, okay? This is going to be profoundly important for those of you that have more limited flexion through the knees. Does that make sense? Okay. So even if you get up to here, right, and that still feels like too much flexion, then what you're going to do is you're going to adjust yourself. You're going to stay seated on your cushion, but you're going to bring your legs out in front of you. Does that make sense? My ladies, that one starts with a J and one starts with a B, you all know who I'm talking to. So please, please, please make sure that you guys are being careful with the knees. Okay? Thank you. Very much appreciated. Go team. All right, here we go. So from here, remember the big sweeps that we did side to side? Now we're going to do them to the back. So what you're going to do from this position, as long as your thighs, your quadriceps stay yes, You're going to start by planting right fingertips behind. Okay, left hand, I want you to take a deep inhale, come all the way up, bend into that right elbow, and it's just a very gentle twist. Beautiful. Opening through the front. Lovely. Everybody looks great. Nice and safe. Thank you. Release that. Bring yourself back up. Want you to change sides. Left fingertips are coming down. Inhale. Sweep that right arm up and over. Remember to bend into that left elbow. Big stretch. Open. Making sure that you are only working to the point of comfort. Release. You're going to go ahead, come back up onto the knees, release the bolster, go team. Successful. Yay. How did that feel for everybody? That was a big new movement. Good. Awesome. All right. So I'm going to switch the camera now. I want everybody to grab their chairs. We're going to come to standing. There we are. Okay. So we're going to have the chair seat facing us. Okay. And we're going to do a little bit of a sun salutation. Because we can. Yay, I know. See, and in honor of that, the sun actually came out. So we're no longer overcast. Go team. Okay, so I want you to start in front of the seat of your chair, about 1 to 2 feet behind it. Okay. And you may need to adjust it a little bit as we do this. So take a moment to make sure that you are grounded through your feet. Spread those feet wide as you can. And just as we did, we're going to practice just a little bit to wake up our feet to make sure that we have a secure place from which to work. So go ahead and bring your hands to your hips. Okay, and very gently come up onto the ball of your feet and just take a moment to see how high you can come up. And if you lose your balance, just come back up. Let your heels come down and then do it again. Exhale, let those heels come down. Interesting. My balance was better yesterday morning. Okay, here we go. So we're going to do this again. So please, always, we're fidgeting, we're trying. It's like, okay, if one foot posture or hip width wasn't quite right, we're going to adjust it, try it again. And again, slow, steady inhale, come on to the balls of the feet. Exhale. See how slow you can go to bring those heels back down. It's much easier to bring the heels down fast. So I want you to see how slow you can go to bring them back down. So one more time, slow, steady inhale, coming up onto the balls of the feet, spread those toes wide. The wider the toe spread, the better the foundation. And then exhale, slowly bring those heels down. Beautiful, nicely done. Okay, now I want you to take a moment, shift your body weight into the left foot and roll that ankle. And then if your foot says yes, you can roll the toes under a little bit and then flex deeply into those toes. So we just really want to get, you can also go side to side. Lateral medial. So just really kind of make sure that you've got lots of connection in the feet. Once you've done, come on to the left foot, or excuse me, right foot, and I want you to do the same thing. Roll into the ankle. Take a moment, come on to the tops of the toes. Come on to the balls of the feet. You can go lateral side, medial side. You're just really trying to wake everything up in that foot. This is going to help with the balance. Gently bring it back down. Okay, here we go.
Sun salutation, everyone. So take a slow, deep, steady inhale. Bring it all the way out, up. Big breath of joy. Raised arm pose, Vrksasana. Exhale. And I want you to bend into the knees. Sweep those arms out wide as if you have wings. Feel those inner edges of the shoulder blades begin to come together. So this is a very small forward fold. And then release that. Inhale, bring it all the way back up. Let the palms touch. Exhale, bring those hands down to the center, through to the heart. Breathe. And again, release the hands. Big, full inhale up. Palms touch. Exhale, gentle bend in the knees. And hands to the hips. Gently hinge forward now, halfway. So if you look at yourself in your computer, your back should be reasonably flat. Now, what I want you to do here is notice how much you're curving into your low back. So a version of cow and cat. So the first thing I want you to do is feel those sit bones move up. Feel the belly begin to sink a little bit and feel a little bit of contraction through the low back. As you exhale, drop the hips. Feel extension into the low back. And then release that, find neutral. Let your hands come to the base of the chair. If you can get your head to the base of the chair and the hands would like to come down to the cross rail in between the front of the legs, that's fine too. You're only going to go as far as your body says is comfortable. So from here, we're going to move into gazing pose, Ardha Uttanasana. So you're going to inhale your torso back up so that it's once again parallel to the floor. Exhale, hinge, and allow your body to do a little bit more of a forward fold. Next step, your fingers are either going to rest in front of the toes. If your body says yes, you're going to take your peace fingers, your first two fingers, and I want you to take them in between the big toe and the second toe. Wrap those fingers around and let the thumbs overlap. Making sure that you are not overextending anywhere in this forward fold. As you exhale, I want you to gently bend into those elbows. Notice I'm doing this very slowly and I am not at my full extension. So please only go as far as is comfortable. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. Find your way into the most comfortable variation of this posture. By that, I mean depth. So only go as deep as is comfortable so that you can really breathe and connect into the sensations that your body's giving you. One more cycle of breath. Release that. Inhale. Let the hands come all the way back to the seat. Pause here. And then when you're ready, press down through the feet, squeeze strongly through the glutes, and inhale. Bring yourself all the way back up, either one vertebrae at a time or flat back, whatever feels best. Inhale those arms up. Let the palms touch. Exhale. Bring all of that energy back to your heart. Thumbs are on the sternum at the heart point. If you choose, let your eyes close. Feel your heart through your thumbs. And just notice how your body feels. What sensations is your body giving you? These sensations will inform what it is and how you react next and how you move into the next posture. When you're ready, inhale. Bring those hands all the way up. Exhale, squeeze through the glutes, float those arms out, gently draw yourself all the way down, ever so slowly. If you need to stop, hands to the seat, stop, hands to the seat. If your body says, nope, I've got a little bit more, you can take hands to the rail in between the legs. If your body says, nope, I've got more, you can take your hands to just in front of your feet. From here, Ardha Uttanasana, gazing pose. You're going to inhale, bring that torso back up. Hands can come to the shins, hands can come to the knees, hands can come to the thighs. Take a moment, find those inner edges of the shoulder blades. Gently feel them squeeze together. Exhale. This time I want you to place your hands on the seat of the chair, beginning with that left leg. I want you to step that left foot forward so that you are about 1 foot width or 1 foot length difference between the left foot and the right foot. Shift the body weight onto that left foot. Get very strong through that left leg, squeezing through that left glute so that you can lift that right leg and then step. Large step back with that right leg. You can either stay here with a supported lunge, or if your body says yes, squeeze into those glutes, lift the torso, hands to the hips. Breathe. High lunge. Slow, steady breath. If your body says yes, you can bring your arms out parallel, or you can sweep them up and gaze up. Make sure that the hands are wider than the shoulders. Exhale the arms back down by the side. Gently hinge through the torso, bringing the torso back forward. Hands once again come to the seat. This time, I want you to get very strong into that right foot. Squeeze into that right glute so that you can step that left foot back and be in plank. Breathe. Beautiful. Ladies, you're rocking it today. That's awesome. Look at you go. All right, from here, you're going to actually walk your feet up just enough so that you can get onto the balls of your feet. Shift your hands so that fingers are on the outside, thumbs are still on the back of the chair. And then bring your thumbs in towards your fingers so that you don't overextend your thumbs. Shift your body weight a little bit forward. What that means is that hips come down and forward, gaze comes up. You're going to allow the torso to come upright. Very gentle back bend into upward facing dog. Beautiful, very nice. Arms are still long. From here, I want you to press down through the hands. Use your core, draw up and in. Shift your hips back and up. Pivot on your palms so that they are once again at the seat of the chair. Lengthen through the arms and breathe. Make sure this does not feel like it is an over rotation through the shoulders. Slow, steady breath. When you're ready, come up onto the balls of the feet. You're going to shift the body weight a little bit to the right so that you can step that left foot back up. Good, very nice. Shift the body weight into the left foot so that once again that right foot can get light. Step back. One more time. Inhale up. We're doing this just a little bit differently because we're doing the same side that we did as we went down. Breathe. Play with your breath. Two possibilities here. If your body says yes, try stepping forward without the use of your hands. If your body's like, not today, again, you're going to hinge forward so that the hands can come to the seat.
So do whichever variation feels best for you. If you're going to step up without your hands, it is a bigger bend into this left knee, and then lightly step up to the right and step forward. Beautiful. Deep inhale all the way out and up. Let the palms touch. Exhale. Body and energy come back to the heart. Thumbs rest against the sternum. Breathe and soften. Gently take a little bit step back as you need. From here, we're now going to move into the second side. Inhale. Hands come up through the middle. Exhale. Arms come out. Gentle fold. Again, hands can either come to the chair seat, they can come to the railing in between the seats, or they can fingertip down. Breathe here. From here, moving into gazing pose. Hands can either come to the chair seat, to the shins, to the knees, to the thighs. Inhale, gentle squeeze through the glutes. Lengthen. Feel those inner edges of the shoulder blades gently work their ways together. Exhale, gently come back into forward fold. This forward fold, you can either repeat first two fingers in between the thumb, or in between the big toe and the second toe. If you would like to try something slightly different, you're going to take each of your hands, wrap the forearms behind, cup your fingers underneath the heel. Notice that I have a really deep bend in my knees. I am not asking my legs to stay straight. Dangle the head and neck, and then gently, very gently, press down through the feet so that the hips can ever so gently come up. Slow, steady breath. One more cycle of breath. Gently come onto the balls of the feet. Release the hands if that's what you did. If you had two fingers around the big toe.
Hi, she's frozen.
I think she's frozen in this posture. Okay.
Realize it and get back in.
Am I muted?
No, I can hear you. Now you're muted.
Resuming. Okay, here we go. Once again, resumed. All right. So let's see, where were we? We had right foot forward, hands were on the chair. We were shifting our body weight into that left foot. Okay, good. And now let's take a very large step back. We can either stay here in lunge, or if your body says yes, you can release your hands, bring your torso upright, and find full lunge. If you'd like to do one more step, gently inhale, bring the arms wide, slow, steady breath. One more cycle of breath. And then exhale, release the arms. Hands come back to the hips. From here, what I want you to do is fold through the torso. Let the hands come to the seat. You're going to shift your body weight into that left foot so the right foot can get light, and step back. So we're going to move ourselves into full plank. Beautiful. Everybody looks great. Very nice. Now, if your body says yes, you're going to shift your hands. So fingers are on the outside of the chair seat. Base of the palm is on the in. You're going to walk your feet forward ever so slightly so that the ball of the foot is comfortably resting on your mat. Then I want you to bring your hips forward, arms remain long. And you're going to shift your torso upright so that you can take this into a very gentle upward facing dog. Breathe. Notice if you're pushing all of your body weight onto one side rather than the other. From here, trying to keep it equal. Slowly, gently use your core to pull the hips back, moving yourself into downward facing dog. Once again, you can adjust your feet as you need. Lengthen here. Take a moment to play with the shoulders. Notice what it feels like to go from where they naturally want to go to rounding and rounding forward, drawing down, creating space. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. One more cycle of breath. And then gently shift your body weight into that left leg. Step that right leg forward. Shift the body weight into the right leg. Step that left leg back just a little bit more so that you get that really yummy lunge setup. Again, hands can either stay here on the seat or they can come up. Torso can come up. Hands to the hips. Breathe. Very nice. Beautiful. Ladies, everybody looks fabulous. Go you. Very nice. Breathe. And now from here, again, you have your options. You can either hands come to the chair by bending into the trunk, or you can bend more deeply into that right leg and lightly step that left foot up. Please do what feels best. Very nice. Way to go. Inhale. Hands come all the way out, up. Palms touch. Exhale. Let it come all the way down. Thumbs rest at the heart point on the sternum. Take a moment to feel your heart. Take a moment to feel your breath. Gently release your hands. Let's go ahead and come all the way down onto our mats. We're going to go ahead and you can leave your chair out if you want to use this for relaxation, or you can push it back. Okay. We did this yesterday morning, and I would like to do it again because I thought it was really worthy. It was a fun little exercise to see what happens with our bodies as we reboot. So we're going to gently draw ourselves all the way back down. Take a moment here and just allow your body to find itself in this plane of gravity. So come back into that full diaphragmatic breath coming from the low belly, filling all the way up through the rib cage and the lungs. One more cycle of breath. And then gently lengthen the legs up. Gentle flexion into the feet. So we're going to do this as slowly as possible because I want you to really connect with the sensations of how your muscles are working. So when you're ready, starting with your right leg, hands can either be on the low belly or arms can be down by the side. It really depends on what feels best for you. You're going to very gently, as you exhale, slowly open this right leg out to the side. And just notice how smooth the leg moves or lack thereof. And you really want to do it slowly so that you can really connect into all the micro movements that those muscles have to make. Now, when you're ready, gently, slowly fire that right leg and pull it back up. Notice as you're doing this, if it was more difficult for you to bring the leg down, or was it more difficult for you to bring the leg up? Pause here. And then when you're ready, we're going to repeat this process with the left foot. So gently, slowly open that left foot out. Bringing that left leg out to the side. Taking your time, noticing how those movements feel as you open. Breathe. And then when you're ready, gently, slowly bring that left leg back up. Notice how that feels. From here, bend into the knees. Apanasana, give yourself that gentle hug. Feel everything soften. Then re-lengthen into both legs. We're going to begin by bending that right knee, bringing it across so that the ankle is just above the kneecap. Let the right hand come through the hole, the left hand come around the outside. If knee flexion is an issue today, clasp the hands behind the knee so that as the knee folds, it does not overly flex. If you've got a little bit more range of motion, you can interlace your fingers just below the kneecap. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale right here. Give your body that full 30 seconds to 1 minute to really connect into how your body is feeling in this posture. What areas feel open? Which areas feel tight? I want you to take a moment and really squeeze into that right glute. Squeeze. And let it relax. If that created a little bit more space, you can draw that left knee in just a little bit more. It might be a centimeter, it might be a millimeter. Slow, steady breath. And then again, one more time, squeeze into that right glute. Really squeeze. Let it relax. If your body says yes, you can gently bring that left knee towards your torso just a little bit more. Okay. Now, you're going to keep your feet crossed, but what I want you to do, if possible, is release your hands. You're going to go very slowly with this. So I want you to take your left hand and bring it on top of the left knee. Your right hand is going to come on top of the right knee. And very gently, very slowly, begin to roll the pelvis and the lower torso over towards the left. So we're allowing the legs to work as one unit. And all we're doing is we're working to find a new opening in through the hips and the low back. So as soon as you find that good spot, and you can move that left lower leg a little bit to create stability so that you can be very mindful and moderate how fast you're moving in. Ever so slowly, we're bringing the legs over towards the left, towards a twist. And when you find that right spot, just pause and breathe. Send your breath all the way down. Breathe all the way through that right side of the rib cage. One more cycle of breath. And then very gently, very slowly, using your hands to help gently bring yourself back up. Come all the way back so that your spine is again centered on the mat. Lengthen both legs up. Oh. Roll the ankles, roll the toes, flex and extend, and then gently bend into the knees. Give your body that gentle squeeze. And then lengthen both legs up again. Bend into the left leg, bring that across. Left hand goes through the hole, right hand comes around the side. And again, you're interlacing either beneath or behind the knee, moderating flexion, or you can go ahead and interlace just below the kneecap to the front, increasing flexion. So please do what feels best for your body. Breathe here. Let your body sink in. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. Gently, if your body says yes, I want you to squeeze into that left glute. Really squeeze. Keep squeezing and then let it relax. If your body says yes, you can gently bring that right knee in towards your torso just a little bit more, only if it says yes. And then gently, one more time, squeeze into that left glute. Let it relax. If your body says yes, you can draw that thigh in just a little bit more. And then only if your body says it would like to do this twist, do you release the hands. You're going to bring your right hand on top of the right knee, left hand on top of the left. Gently, slowly begin to bring the legs as one unit over towards the right. If you need some additional stability so that you can move as slowly as possible, you can drop that right foot so that it can act as a stabilizer. When you get to the point where your body still wants to come in, you can release your hands. Use that right foot as the guide and stabilizer. You're only going as far as you need because you're looking for that place where everything relaxes and you can comfortably breathe in. You're looking for the place where the twist and the opening feels good, feels warm, feels welcoming. Breathe. Breathe very deeply into that left lung. Gently, slowly bring the legs back to center. Lengthen or untwist the legs, bring them back up. And we're going to check in to see how connected we now are with our legs. So again, flexing softly into the feet. Open sideways through that right leg. Gently bring it down. making sure that it moves slowly. Notice if this time everything seems to connect in a little bit more smoothly. When you're ready, squeeze to bring that right leg back up. Take a moment to notice if there's any difference on the way back up. Pause when you get to the top, and then exhale, gently open that left leg out. Notice if there's a difference on this left side. Pause, take that breath, inhale, bring yourself back up. Just notice if there's a difference in your body, and then gently bend into the knees, soles of the feet still up, hands come along the inside, gently moving yourself into blissful baby. Breathe. One last time to do a little bit of resistance work. If your body says yes, squeeze through the glutes. Press the soles of the feet into the hands. No movement, we're just activating, really waking up those motor units, reconnecting them to the brain. And then gently, slowly relax, release that. Give your body a gentle squeeze and take your final relaxation. You can use your chair or not. You can use a bolster or not. Blankets, eye bags, whatever you feel that you most need. Let your arms come down by your side. Take a moment to absorb in everything that you just did for your body. Slow, steady inhale, slow, steady exhale. Allow your body to let go of it all. Please use this time to integrate. Please use this time to soften. Gently and slowly begin to find your way back. Start with fingers and toes, hands and feet, and allow them to make whatever movements feel best and most natural. Let the awareness come up your legs, through your arms, back into your breath, taking a full deep inhale and exhale. And then if you choose, use your breath to bring your arms up over your head. Stretch. Feel that opening. Gently draw your knees high into your chest. Give yourself one last gentle hug. When you're ready, gently roll over onto your side and press up into a seated position. Let your hands come to rest at your heart, thumbs resting on your sternum at the heart point. Y'all, thank you so much for making it through with all of our wonderful tech issues today. It is always an honor to get to be part of your day. I honor the divine in you, that is the divine in me, that is the divine in all of us. Namaste, and may the blessings be.